What is up, guys, and welcome to our mindset training for this week. One thing you should know about me is that I am a very, very passionate Steelers fan. I have been ever since I was a little kid. And one memory that I think back on a lot is when we lost the Super Bowl in 2011 to the Packers. And I was just a young kid. I guess I was probably like 8 years old at that point. But I was so distraught by that loss. I remember going up to my room and crying in my bed because what I had done for that whole football season and really just for that whole time was I had put who I was in a football team. It sounds really stupid, it sounds really crazy, but when we think about it, sometimes we put our worth and everything that happens in life into a game, into something that's supposed to be fun and enjoyable. And I get it, I was just a little kid then and I didn't really understand everything that was going on. But I think we do this a lot as we grow up as well. I remember one time when I was playing basketball, I missed a game-winning shot. And I beat myself up over it for so long. That night itself, I got home probably 9-10 p.m. and I went out to outdoor rec center in the cold and I shot that same shot as many times as I possibly could. I probably shot it 1,000 times and then I finally went home. And for so long, I had tied everything that I did to the sport, whether it was as a fan or as a player. And I think there's so much freedom that comes when we stop doing that. When we start to recognize that who we are is not wrapped up in our sport. So what I want you to do is I want you to think through a situation that you would hate in a game. Maybe it's, like I said, missing a game-winning shot. We're just losing a championship game, like the Steelers when they lost that Super Bowl game to the Packers. What would it be for you? What would be that moment that just destroys you? That you would just be broken down. And I want you to think about in that moment where as you're broken down, as you're destroyed, you feel like you have nothing left. Think about yourself in that moment. And think about all the people who wouldn't see you any differently. I remember that same exact night that I had missed that game-winning shot. I was totally destroyed. I feel like I couldn't do anything right in my life because I had tied everything to how I played basketball. I felt that I wasn't good enough because, well, I didn't perform when it mattered most. I went to my sister's room for a moment and she doesn't care about basketball at all. And I told her I was really upset about it, and she could not care less. She did not see me any differently. And for a second, it kind of hurt. I was like, wow, you don't see all the work I'm putting in for basketball, like I'm doing all this. But then I realized the people in your life that love you the most don't really care about how you perform. They care about who you are. And I think you will play so much more free. You will play in you'll play in a flow state so much more when you finally understand that all the people around you do not care how you perform. They want you to succeed, of course, but they don't see you any differently based on the way you perform. So go out there and play free. Enjoy every moment of it. Enjoy the hard times, the good times, when you make mistakes, when you make great plays, everything that comes with playing, because you might not have it forever. But all those relationships that you're going to make along the way, that's what matters. So don't forget who you are. Don't forget that your identity is not tied in a sport. Remember, most importantly, that you're a child of the Most High God, that He doesn't see you any differently based on the way that you play in a game. So go out there and play free. Enjoy every moment of it, and don't look back for any of it. I know you've put in the work. I know you've worked hard in so many ways, but you're going to be able to reap the benefits of all that work so much more when you understand who you are first. You're not a basketball player first. You're not an ex-athlete first. You're not anything to do with athletics first. You're a child of the Most High God. That's who you are. And understand that if everybody else sees you differently, He doesn't see you differently. But I can guarantee you, there's other people out there who wouldn't see you differently either. So keep being who you are and just enjoying the sport that you play. And I promise you, it's going to help you play a lot more free.